Hey guys, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Vanessa of Servants Beat. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. And if you're from my Bottega video, as promised, this is the normal matting method on how to make the Bottega beaded bag. I promised you guys that if you got that video to 1k views, I was going to drop this tutorial and you guys did. So yeah, it's very simple, very easy to do, and we're going to get straight into the tutorial. I'm using 8mm silver beads, a pair of scissors, and my fishing line is a 0.7. Now cut a fishing line that is comfortable for you to work with. Then string 4 beads on your fishing line and cross with the 4th bead like so. And you're going to have this circle of 4 right here. We are going to repeat that again. So on each side of the fishing line, you're going to insert one bead on the left fishing line, one bead on the right fishing line, pick up a 3rd bead, then cross with the 3rd bead. So I'm just showing you again, one bead on the left, one bead on the right, cross with the 3rd bead. So this is how we're going to start with the base, right? We're going to start by building a mat, basically. So you pick up one bead on your left fishing line, one bead on your right fishing line, then you cross with one bead like so. You're going to continue doing this until you have seven circles of 4. So we are starting with the smaller side of our base and we want it to be an even number, basically. So you can make this bag as big or as small as you want, but let your base be an even number. Now we're going to do the 8th circle, and on one fishing line I just strung 3 beads and I cross with the 3rd bead, and this is going to cause my fishing line to lay on the sides now. That turn just completes the row and allows us to start the next row. Now the fishing line on my right, or the fishing line that's facing away from my work, I'm going to pick up 3 beads and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. Okay, so this helps us start row number 2, and I have my working line on my right hand, then my picking line, or the line that picks the beads, on my left hand. So I've just inserted my working line into the following bead. Then with the fishing line on my left hand, I picked up 2 beads, crossed with the 2nd bead. Guys, if the video is too fast, just go to the settings and slow down the speed. I tried to make this video as slow as possible and understandable, because I remember the Bottega video was very long and like the longest video on my channel, but I know you guys are still going to understand. Okay, so you're just inserting your fishing line to the following bead, picking up 2 beads and crossing with the 2nd bead until you get to the end. So I'm just repeating it again. I've inserted my fishing line, I'm picking up 2 beads with the other fishing line, and I'm crossing with the 2nd bead. Now you get to the end, you're going to insert your fishing line into that following bead as you see me do. Guys, just do everything that I do in this video, okay? Like so, insert it like so. Then on that same fishing line, and it's the fishing line facing away from our work, I'm going to pick up 2 beads and cross with the 2nd bead, and this is going to end our row and it's going to help us start on the next row. So when you cross, this is our bead, our fishing line, both of them are laying on the side instead of upward. And the fishing line that is facing away from our work, we're going to pick up 3 beads and we are going to cross with the 3rd bead. Okay, so when you have that, we have turned and we have begun the 3rd row, and I'm just going to continue the normal pattern, that is inserting my fishing line into the following bead, then picking up 2 beads and crossing with the 2nd bead, and I'm going to continue this pattern until I have a total of 18 rows. So as you can see, the smaller, or the width of my rectangle, fits my phone perfectly, so it works for me. So that is how I basically do my measurements. I make sure that my phone can enter, because most of my clients love bags that their phones can enter, so I tend to make them to be that size. Counted, I have a total of 18 rows for the total length. So our rectangle's length is 18, then the width is 8. Yeah, so we are done, officially done with our base. So we're going to start building up the sides. So on one end of the fishing line, I'm going to pick up 3 beads, cross with the third bead, and building the sides. Basically, our beads are going to be standing upwards instead of laying flat. So I'm going to work my fishing line into the following bead, and on the other end of the fishing line I'm going to pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. Guys, make sure you're pulling your work, okay? You want this bag to be as firm as possible. Like, there's a possibility that it's going to end up a little bit loose at the end, like the Bottega bag, but just try to get it as firm as possible. Right, okay, so I'm just inserting my fishing line into the following bead, picking up 2 beads and crossing. So at this edge, you're just going to repeat the same thing. Insert your fishing line into the following bead, pick up 2 beads, cross with the second bead, and you're going to do that for the entire base. So you're going to work around the entire base like so. And when we get to the beginning of, because this is row number 1 of the sides, let's just call it the sides. When we get to row number 1 of the sides, I'm going to show you how to end the row and how to begin a new row. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe. My analytics show me that many of you guys watch the video without subscribing, so please subscribe to the channel. It is absolutely free. Turn on the notification bell, like, and leave me a comment. And yep, as you can see, my phone case can basically enter and the width is fine for me. Yep. So if you're from that Bottega bag video, thank you so much for searching for this video, and to all who asked for this video, you guys were insisting. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I pray God may continue to bless you guys. And yeah, don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section, of course. Now here we are at the last one. So I've just inserted my bead, my fishing line, into the following bead, and I've inserted it into the very first bead of that row that's going upwards, and I'm just picking 1 bead to cross, and crossing with that 1 bead basically ends the row. Yeah, I don't know why I was moving out of the camera. So this is how it looks like. Now we're going to start a new row. You can start with whatever end of the fishing line you prefer, and you're going to string 3 beads, and you are going to cross with the third bead. I feel like I sound funny in this video. I don't know if it's just me or how. Okay, so we're just going to continue the pattern that is inserting our fishing line into the following bead, picking up 2 beads and crossing with the second bead. And this pattern, of course, we are going to use it to build up the sides of our bag. So insert your fishing line, pick up 2 beads, then cross with the second bead. Yep, like I said, this is a very repetitive this pattern. As you can see, this video is very short and easy because it's a normal matting method, unlike the Bottega bag. And yeah, unlike the original version of the Bottega bag, because this is the normal matting version. So this is our entire bag. I did a total of 10 rows. You can go ahead and pause the video and count. And yep, we are now going to because I'm paranoid, I told you guys, I'm going to actually measure the zipper space of the Bottega bag. This is the original bag, by the way. As you can see, the stitches are different to make the bag. Check out the tutorial on my channel. I'll leave it down in the description box, the links. So I just measured it and it was like 6.5 inches, and I want the same thing because I'm going to add a zip to this bag. Not that you need it, but I'm paranoid like that. Yeah, so I just put my tape measure into the 2 beads at the corner. So I'm going into 2 beads at the corner. If the total length of our bag was 18, we are going to go into the 17th and the 18th bead. So I've just put my fishing line into the 17th bead, Then I strung 3 beads and crossed with the third bead. So we are going to start building the handle right now. We are building the handle. Then insert your fishing line to the following bead, of course. Pick up 2 beads and you're going to cross with the second bead, and you're going to work like this onto the other side, onto the 2 beads of the other side. So if you have 2 beads on the front, 8 beads on the side, 2 beads at the back, that means you're going to work into a total of, I guess that's 12 beads. 8 plus 2 plus 2, it should be 12, right guys? Okay, so I'm getting to the second bead and we are going to complete the row and do a decrease. So I just strung 2 beads into the fishing line that's supposed to pick up 2 beads, pick up the beads, went backwards into that second bead, then went upwards. Guys, if you don't get what I'm saying, please just watch or even slow down the video. So basically what I want is both my fishing lines to come out into the second bead of that row, so that is going to form a decrease. Basically we're doing the decreases. We did a similar thing when we're doing the Bottega bag, but this is how I do my decreases. And when both my fishing lines are coming out of that bead, I'm going to pick up 3 beads and cross with the third bead. As you can see, it's giving a slanted side, and we're just going to continue working normally until we get to the last but one bead right there. Now we are almost at the last but one bead. I'm going to show you guys the decrease again, so pay attention. So with that fishing line that picks up beads, you're going to pick up 2 beads, go into that second to the last bead of the row, go forward or to the right, go upward like so, and that is a decrease. So I'm just going to move my fishing line into the next bead of that row to do the next decrease basically. Yep, so both ends of the fishing lines are going to be popping out of that second bead right there. Then the fishing line facing away from my work, I'm going to pick up 3 beads and I am going to cross with the third bead. Yeah, so we are just going to continue decreasing, and since our side had an even number which was 8, we are going to end up with 2 beads at the end of our work. So I'm almost at the end like so. I'm just picking up 3 beads, crossing with the third bead after I've decreased until it's just remaining 2 beads. We can't have a perfect tip here. You're not going to have a perfect tip for this bag. So then I'm picking up 2 beads and I am going to cross, and I'm just going to move both fishing lines to the same place because my fishing line is already short and I'm done basically. And I'm just going to tie it off, then tuck in the remaining fishing line. So this is what she's looking like. She's almost like a triangle-ish looking sort of thing, but not a perfect triangle. So the total number of rows that we did for the decreases was 6 rows. Count with me. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should have a total of 6 rows of decreases. And now we are going to shut those decreases closed. So go into that very first loose bead right there. Do you see that bead right there of the first decrease, or the first bead that we had when we went to that second bead at the corner? Pick up 1 bead on your fishing line, insert both your fishing lines into that 1 bead, then cross with 1 bead. Yeah, so I'm just going to be inserting my fishing line into the 2 beads on either side of this handle decrease that we had. Then you're going to pick up 1 bead and you're going to cross with that 1 bead. Okay guys, just watch what I do. So don't skip any bead. You're just going to keep working like this. Some of the beads you're going to be inserting your fishing line from bottom to top. Some of them you're going to insert them from back to front, so do not skip any of them. Okay, so whatever you do, make sure you're just picking up 1 bead and keeping it shut. And some of the beads are going to be pressed inside, some you're going to see them outside clearly. It's going to give some sort of a staggered or a staircase sort of look, and that is completely fine. It's completely okay. So just continue doing this until you get to the very top. This is how it looks like. I hope you guys can see. You have some pushed in and some that are already out. So I'm already at the last one, and I am just going to cross with the final bead. As you can see, we are going to be left with 3 beads at the top. That is what you want. And guys, when you're doing one side of the handle, make sure you're using a shorter twine. But when you're about to start the other side of this joint, the joining part, use a longer twine, because that's going to help to build the handle. So there I was showing that those 3 beads are going to help us do a 3x3 handle. But if you want to do a 4x4 handle, you're just going to pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. But we're doing a 3x3. I'm not confused, you guys. Okay, so I've just closed the other side too. So this is what our bag is looking like. She's looking like, if I just add a handle, normal handle at this place, she's going to make a cute bag right now. So at the lid, at the opening of the bag, you're going to count 4 beads and you're going to press it inside. Make it flat like so. You don't even need to count the 4 beads, because when you press the bag inside, it naturally bends at the 4th one. Okay, don't go even counting then missing it. And this is what she's looking like. And now we are not going to start building the handle yet. As you can see, I have a longer fishing line on my right that I'm going to use to build the handle. So me, I'm a paranoid self, I have to measure it again. I have about 6 inches of opening. I need to add a zipper. Okay, I need to add a zipper, but that's proof that your phone can actually enter. You get it? Okay, so I didn't have a short zipper with me in the house. I was doing this tutorial in the night and I was not about to wait till morning to get one. So what did I do? I did something you guys didn't ask for. So I had a longer zipper and I cut it. Yep. So I just measured 7 inches of the zipper. Yeah, I measured about 7 inches, then got my needle and my black thread, and I'm just going to basically make a stopper so that the zipper doesn't go all the way down to the end, because it's a very long zip. Listen, you're just going to save yourself some time, even though this is extra work, but you're not about to spend extra money if you to buy a shorter zip if you already have a long zip in the house. So I'm just going back and forth, over and under as many times as possible to create that stopper. This is no sewing class, so nobody should come for me. I just know how to get things done when I need to get them done without spending anything. So I'm just that type of person. Yeah, as you can see, she stops perfectly. So you're just going to be going back and forth. And when you're done, you're going to knot your make it as many times as possible. Let her be thick. As you can see, mine is thick, very thick. That's a very thick stopper. Then you're just going to send your needle to the back. Then you are going to knot your needle and thread, basically. Then cut off the thread. And as you can see, she's almost done. All I need to do is to cut like 1/2 inch from the base, and boom, I have a short zip. Did you guys know you could do that? I don't know if any of you guys knew you could do that, but yeah, basically I have a short zip. It's not like I had to use the long zip anyway, so nobody should come for me saying I've destroyed the zip. So now I'm just going to sew my paranoia. Forget about it. So I'm just going to sew my zipper to the back. I'm using a 0.25 fishing line and a very tiny needle that I use for beading jewelry. Yep, so first off, I'm just going to open the zipper. I'm going to open the zipper in a moment, but I'm just going to fold the extra zip there that is basically nothing on top. I'm going to sew that little flap to the zipper first before I start attaching it to the back. So you guys should just watch what I do. In case you didn't know, attaching a zip is completely optional for the Bottega bag and for this bag. But like I said, guys, I am a paranoid person, and even though I believe in my heart that these things won't fall out, if I put stuff inside, they won't fall out, my brain refuses to acknowledge it. So yeah. Okay, But I think the zipper just completes the look in some sort of way. Okay, so go ahead and try it. So now we are about to sew our zipper to our bag. So I'm first inserting my zipper into the very first bead at the side there. So let's zoom in. Yep, I've inserted my needle into the very first bead at the side here. Now there's a specific pattern on how to sew your zipper to make your back a little bit strong. Now it's a little bit awkward at the beginning. The pattern is a little bit awkward at the beginning, but subsequently when we get to a stage, I'm going to read out the pattern to you. So this is how the pattern goes. You go into a bead like you just saw me do in the beginning. You go into a bead, you go into the circle of 4, then you go into the next circle of 4, then you go into a bead. So I'm going to show you guys when the pattern starts clearly so you can see it. And you're just going to basically follow that particular pattern. So the pattern starts from here. Okay, right now it's inserted into a bead. Then I'm going to go into the circle of 4, then into the next circle of 4, then into the bead, into the same circle of 4, into the next circle of 4, then into the bead. So that is basically the pattern, okay, on how to sew your zipper or your pouch or whatever to your bag. So into a bead, into that same circle of 4, into the next circle of 4, and into a bead again. So that is the pattern. Keep that in mind. And you're going to use that same pattern to basically attach your zipper to your bag. Make sure your zipper is always straight, okay? So mine folded some in some part of the my when I was making the bag because I was busy watching anime while I was doing this, you know. Yeah, so just go ahead and make sure your zipper is straight and try to open up your zipper when you are sewing it. So I'm basically at the end right now, and I am going to just knot everything together so that she doesn't unravel and destroy this wonderful aesthetic that we have going on in this bag. Okay, the black zip was perfect. I went to get a silver zip, and let's just say I didn't see any zip in the silver color, and the silver color is a very very lovely color, and I didn't want to use white look too white on the silver. Yep. So yeah, so I'm just joining both zips together at the beginning like so. Then I'm just simply going to knot it. As you can see, our zip works. She works, and we are going to of course do our test, phone test phone test with the zipper. Yeah, so I'm going to do that in the moment. You guys should just keep on watching. Guys, please tell me what you think about this tutorial down in the comment section. Share it to someone who you think might need it, and please subscribe. Truly, my analytics show me that most of you who watch my videos don't subscribe. You're not subscribers. Like 70 something percent of you who watch my videos are not subscribers. So please try to subscribe to the channel. It's free, you're not paying anything. Just click that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell and put the notifications to all so that anything I update, you are going to see it, because I have a ton of tutorials ready for you guys, for you to watch all those trendy bags that you guys see and you want me to do. I have them ready here, and if you think I don't have one, send me a picture in my Instagram so that I shall recreate the tutorial for you. Ask anybody's channel. I mostly do recreations for pictures that people send me, and guys, that list is growing long for what you guys want me to recreate, and that is mostly what I am doing. Someone's going to send me a random picture and I'm just adding it to the list. So if I'm slow in doing your what you've sent to me, just know that I'm following the list of tutorials that I need to make depending on who sent it first. So you guys should just bear with me. I'm posting everybody's tutorial. Yep, so I'm about to build the handle, and like I said, it's a 3x3 tube. So I just picked up 3 beads, crossed with the third bead. I inserted my fishing line into the second bead because we have 3 beads at the base. With the other fishing line, I picked up 2 beads and I crossed with the second bead like so. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the third bead right there, then back into the very first bead of the row that's moving upwards. Then I'm just going to pick up 1 bead and I'm going to cross with that 1 bead, and we are going to end up with 3 again. Yep, so you're going to repeat the same process on either end of the fishing line, whichever one you choose. Pick up 3 beads on one end of the fishing line, not either, please. Pick up 3 beads and cross with the third bead. Insert your fishing line into the following bead right there. That's the second of the 3 beads. With the other fishing line, pick up 2 beads and cross with the second bead. And to finish up, you're going to insert your fishing line into the following bead, then pick up 1 bead and cross with that 1 bead, and you're going to build this until you have your length of your handle that you want. Now guys, this bag can be, even though it's looking like this, it can be even a bigger or a smaller size. Now if you want the bag to be a smaller size, you're going to make the handle shorter. As you could see, a shorter handle, you're just going to fold it like this, and it's going to make the bag basically shorter. But if you make a longer handle, it's going to make the bag look big. So I did a total of 9, I believe, 9 rows for the handle, and as you can see, it makes her look smaller. I wanted her to look smaller, but if you want the bag to be like more open and the shape not like folded inside, I'll advise you to do a total of 12 rows for your handle, then attach with the 13th. Okay, so I'm attaching with the 10th here. So I'm just lining up my beads, picking up 1 bead, cross, inserting into the opposite bead on the other handle, then I am crossing with 1 bead. So make sure you have a very firm grip of your fishing line at this stage, because if your handle is short like mine, the fishing lines are going to try to run away. They are going to try to open. So I just wanted to show you guys how this one looks with a shorter handle. I'll probably go in and make a longer one, and I'm going to add some sort of a design there. If you want to see that design, check out my Instagram at Servants CMR. I'll leave the link down in the description box and on the screen. So yeah, so joining is easy. You're just going to insert your fishing line into the following bead on each side, cross with 1 bead. Then when you're about to do the last one, you're just going to move your fishing line. Try to make you guys see. You're going to move your fishing line into the last of the 3 beads. As you can see, my bag was trying to run away and I was trying to bring her back. Then you're going to go into the first bead of that row. I know you guys can't see it, like there was definitely no way for me to record that part. Then just make sure that both your fishing lines are touching each other. Then you tie it off. So if you want to see that modification that I did on the back, just check my Instagram for the modification, the pictures and the videos. Yep, so this is basically it for the tutorial. And guys, remember that tutorial that I told you guys I was going to make and post? I've recorded the video already. It just needs to be edited and posted. I'm sure those that know, you're going to, I'm sure you know, but just make sure that you stay tuned to my channel, because that's the next tutorial I'm going to be dropping immediately after this video. Okay, and you guys, of course, I have to add my branded tags. I'm so proud of these things. I was confused to add them at the front, on top, or on the handle, but of course I'm a basic person. I just said add them at the front, and nobody's always asking me on the tutorial on how to add these, so but I put it anyway. It's not exactly a tutorial, but yeah, I'm still attaching it. So this is basically it for the bag. Like I said, you can make the handle longer so that the bag is not as squishy as you see it now. But this is basically everything. So this is how our lovely bag looks like. If you look into the bag, you see some stuff inside. So I did a video to show the number of things that this bag could carry, the number of stuffs that could enter this bag. And this video I'm going to drop it as a short on my Instagram, so make sure you check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.